I see a lot of people saying, oh, the character's the issue, oh, the design is an issue, blah, 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 whatever. Whatever people think the biggest complaint of this game is, you know, you can have your own personal pick. But you know what is the biggest issue? The biggest complaint for me? Deployment slots. Now, you might be looking at this screen right now and thinking, 14? That's a lot, that's generous. You can fit a lot of units in there. Well, is it? There are 9 royals, including alear. And that leaves you 5 other units if you want to use all the royals, which isn't much, okay? Not much at all, right, for a full run through. But in any case, 14 not too bad. You can make an argument and say, yeah, 14 is more than enough, and that's more than a lot of Fire Emblem games give you, okay? But this game has 36 characters, and you want to fit in a lot of them, and it's just not easy with 14. Again, there's replayability and whatnot, and 14 is generous. However, when we start looking at some of the earlier levels, this is when it annoys me. So here we can see that, you know, there's a lovely amount of 10 available. Sure, okay, yeah. 10 units, you know, maybe in the first 10 missions is acceptable. Do you know what chapter this is? It's chapter 16. You have 30 plus units available to you right now. Like 30 units. And I can only pick 10. What? I can't choose between these units. There's too many I want on my team. And I don't like doing skirmishes, so I'm not going to get to use most of these units. Even in the power logs, you can't really throw in bonus units. I wanted to use those power logs to get myself some extra XP for the story missions. There's no way you can fit all the units you like. And even when I go back and play through the game, 10 units on the majority of the missions and 8 on some of the early ones. 8 units. It's ridiculous. There's no way I can fit everyone I like in this, and this is the main issue with the game for me. Let me use more units. Make the maps a bit bigger. Let me use 12, 14, 16. Don't give me 8, 10, 12 for most of the game and then 14 at the end just like, oh, and this is the other issue. Just giving 14 on only a few select missions. Okay, now I've just got to throw in 2 units who I have to choose between all these 20 that I all like. I've got to choose 2 units who are both probably going to be pretty underleveled and kind of garbage now. So yes, it frustrated me a lot. I wanted to use more units. I didn't even end up using Seedle for most of my missions, even though he's a dancer, which is just annoying because a dancer's extremely useful, but I couldn't fit everyone in. Now, of course, some of these have you recruiting and getting extra units in those levels, so it kind of adds up to more than the amount you can deploy. However, there are some ridiculous examples I have to give. Chapter 10. This is one of the biggest missions in the game. It's a big deal, and you have quite a few units at this point, like 20 units available. I think it's 21, okay? Now, 10 units. No, not 10 units. No joiners on this chapter. You don't get any extra. 10, okay? This is a big deal. This is a big battle. 10 units. No, I don't want to be cutting that many. Jean power log. It's early on. 7 units. When have I ever had to put 7? 7 is not enough. When are we going below 8? 7 units. Nintendo. IS. What are you doing? 7 units. Okay, and then this was the killer for me. This was the killer. Solm, Battle for the Oasis, Chapter 13, 8 deployment slots on Chapter 13. 8. Got 25 units to pick from. Got 8 deployment slots. What? Now, again, granted, 3 people join you in the chapter, but I only get to pick 8 of my own units for the story mission. Now, it's easy to say, oh yeah, you know, but you can just use your other units later, or blah blah blah, or you know, there's a level in the battle, whatever, okay? But no, okay, I want to experience every story battle with a group of units that I enjoy and try and fit as many of the characters in that I like. 8 units. Oh my days. Now, obviously, there's bigger issues than this, like that can happen in games and whatnot. And part of the reason I'm so angry about this is because there's so many characters that I like, which is a good thing ultimately. Like, I'm happy it's hard for me to choose, but come on, 8.